Hello, it's Damien from Spark Angels again. Today we're going to be doing an iPad screen protector. Pretty much the process I'm going to be using works on all devices, iPads or phones. It's for the glass screen protectors, and it's just pretty much a method on how to not get bubbles underneath the screen protector. Obviously with the glass screen protectors it is a lot easier to not get bubbles behind them, but you still can get some bubbles in say the middle of the screen, and it's a little bit of a nightmare to get them out. You can spend hours pushing them out, but obviously this method is the one we use, and it's probably the best one that we know of to not get bubbles underneath. Obviously you can buy screen protectors with these cases that puts it on and lines it up perfectly for you, but this is a video for in case you don't have that and you just got a screen protector and you just want to apply it to your device. Alright, so if it's got a case on it, you just want to take it out of the case, and if it's got an Apple Pen on it you can take that off as well. Okay. So with the screen, generally you'll have the fingerprints on it and they'll be quite dirty, so you want to first get off all the marks on it before you actually put the screen protector on it. So generally try and find a microfiber cloth, probably the best one to not get marks on it, and you'd want some kind of cleaning solution. Just obviously spray on it so you can remove all the finger marks off the actual screen itself. Generally if you're applying it to a screen that's been used or a device that's been used, you might still have some scratches on the screen itself which will appear underneath the screen protector. They're not really noticeable per se, depending on how big the scratch is or how deep the scratch is. So just go over and make sure there's no obviously residue left from the spray on it, and get it as nice and clean as possible. Try a different cloth. Sometimes your cloth as well might still leave marks on it. And one of the reasons why you switch off the actual screen itself, because with the black background you can actually see any marks on the screen. If you've got it lit up, there may be little white marks on it that you can't actually see. So you want to lock the screen, make sure it's, or you can turn off the device, either way. Just make sure it's black so you can see any marks on the screen. So what you want to do is you want to get your glass screen protector. Just a nice little glass screen protector. You want to open it. So we'll have a little tab on it that you'll need to peel off and reveal the sticky side of it that you'll be putting down. So always just make sure that it's nice and clean. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to peel it off and kind of keep your screen protector at an angle so you don't get any marks on it from leaving it flat. And try not to peel it over the actual device itself. Right, so once you peel off the screen protector, you want to line it up. So with this one it's got no home button which you can line up. You just kind of need to get it close to the edge on one side as possible. And then what you do is you just gently lay it down, and as you can see it starts finding its own way. I don't know if you can actually see that on camera, but what it does is it starts finding its own way. You'll get to a point where it kind of just stops and stops going any further. What you want to do is you don't want to come up from the outside, you want to come from the inside and just push it out. Just gently, you don't even need to go all the way to where it is, you just kind of gently push it out. There we go, that's generally the best method to do it. So on that, it's not the best thing, but you can see there's no bubbles on that whatsoever, and it's nice and clean underneath it. Right, so we just got a comment asking if they affect the pencils. They don't affect the pencils at all, they don't affect the touch. They just like an extra layer of glass that sits on the top. They don't affect anything whatsoever. I can actually show you with the pencil working. So that's the pencil, and as you can see there, it's still working perfectly fine. They don't affect it in any shape or form. Same with your finger, they don't affect it in any way. You shouldn't get any kind of ghost touching or anything like that. It literally works perfectly fine. And obviously the pressure of your pencil will still work fine. So yeah, it is definitely cool indeed. It's glass screen protectors are one of the best things. We suggest them on pretty much anyone that gets a new phone or gets a new screen fitted, is to add a screen protector. They generally do help. Obviously nothing is 100%, so if you dropped it on, say, the corners, it will still break the screen, or if it gets a really hard hit in the front, it will still break the screen. But they are good for your one scratch in the screen. Obviously this protects it from any scratches that you might have with keys in your pocket or something like that. Obviously not on the iPads, but on the phones. If you've got any keys in your pocket, they'll stop it from scratching your actual screen itself. And it'll stop it from your normal general drops. Like I said, anything hard will still break it, but they are very good at that. Do you have any anti-glare ones? I don't know if they do anti-glare on the actual glass screen protectors, but if they do, we unfortunately don't have any. We've only got the normal standard glass screen protectors, so we don't have any of those, unfortunately. It's probably something we can look into, because obviously anti-glare is quite a nice feature to have on a screen protector. But no, unfortunately we don't have any of those, but we can look into them definitely. Brilliant.